If you've ever wanted to connect your HubSpot CRM to your favorite apps and automate your business workflows without any coding, this tutorial is for you. Today, I'll walk you through exactly how to integrate HubSpot with Zapier. So by the end of this video, you'll be confident setting up your own powerful automations in just a few clicks. Let's dive right in. Before we start, it's important to prepare your accounts. So take a moment and make sure you have both a HubSpot account and a Zapier account. Any HubSpot tier works here. Even the free version checks out. So don't worry if you're just starting off with HubSpot. Similarly, Zapier offers both free and paid plans. The free tier is great for testing things out or setting up simple single-step automations. If you're planning some more complex multi-step workflows, you'll want to keep in mind that those features are available with Zapier's paid tiers. Once you've got your account set up, the next step is to connect HubSpot to Zapier. This is key. It's how Zapier gets permission to access your HubSpot data and make things happen behind the scenes. To get started, log into your Zapier account and head over to the My Apps page. This is your central hub for connecting all sorts of apps. Search for HubSpot using the search bar. Zapier will pull it right up for you. Select Connect, and you'll see some prompts pop up. Now, you'll be asked to sign into your HubSpot account and approve Zapier's access. This step is a bit like giving Zapier a key to your HubSpot house, so it can automatically handle tasks for you. Just choose your HubSpot account. Click Choose Account or Connect App and authorize the connection. Don't worry, you're in full control of what data Zapier can access, and you can disconnect at any time. When you're done, you should see your HubSpot account listed among your connected apps in Zapier. If it's there, you're ready to set up your first automation. Next up is creating your first Zap, which is Zapier's term for an automated workflow. Think of a zap like a domino effect. When something happens in HubSpot, like a new contact fills out a form, a chain reaction can be triggered automatically in another app. To build your first one, just click on plus Create Zap or Make a Zap from your dashboard. Both take you to the same workflow builder. Let's set up the trigger first. Your trigger is the event in HubSpot that starts the automation. For example, you might want it to fire when there's a new contact property changed, a new form submission, or a new deal in stage. Choose whichever trigger best fits your business process. Connect your HubSpot account if it isn't already linked, and don't skip testing the trigger. Zapier will check that it can pull the right data from HubSpot. Sometimes, this part takes a few moments, especially if your HubSpot account is packed with data. If Zapier successfully finds a recent example event, you're good to proceed. Now, let's set up the action, the outcome you want in another app whenever the trigger happens. Maybe you want to add a new row to Google Sheets whenever a contact submits a HubSpot form. Or maybe you want a notification sent to a Slack channel or a new subscriber tagged in MailChimp. Search for your action app, choose the relevant action event, create spreadsheet row, send channel message, etc., and connect your account for the action app if you haven't done so before. The magic happens when you map HubSpot's data fields to the right fields in your action app. For instance, mapping contact email from HubSpot to the email column in Google Sheets ensures the information flows seamlessly. It's always a smart idea to run a test zap before going live. Zapier provides a preview of what your automation will do. If everything looks good and works as expected, hit Publish Zap. And congrats, your automation is now live. From here, Zapier will run your workflow in the background, saving you time and reducing human errors. I hope this walkthrough helped you get started integrating HubSpot with Zapier. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, drop any questions or experiences in the comments below. I'm happy to help. And make sure to subscribe for more hands-on tech tutorials. See you in the next video.